Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Create mod. I am There's a spider on my building up there. Get off my roof, spider. I didn't see him hanging out there. Anyway, yeah, check it out. Look, we made a little bit of progress. I added, we kind of took my factory and went around the corner here, just repeating the same process. That's what the entire outside's going to be there, you know, because once I get a pattern, I'm good at repeating it. But I actually have some really amazing plans for how to build the rest of this. I don't think I'm going to build any more. Whoa, it's there. I don't think I'm going to build any more by hand because we have other things that could potentially help build it for us. But we've got other things going on here. Check it out. Look at Zed. He's got this amazing windmill going on here. If you guys aren't watching Zed play this game, you absolutely do. You just need to. Please go check out his channel, ZF Plays. He's doing some crazy stuff over there with this mod already. I think he and I are going to kind of go in different directions, maybe, but we already got plans to meet up, and I've got a project that I cannot wait to do with him. It's going to be so much fun. So inside our factory, now last episode, we built this crazy cool thing, this like tileable, infinite ore processing fuel station extravaganza deluxe model thing, whatever it is here, okay? The problem is, though, it needs fuel. It needs fuel. I mean, we found a great way to like bypass the ore need and use blast furnaces and stuff. So this thing generates just a ridiculous amount of power when it's cooking. And right now, it ain't cooking. So today, that is what I want to solve. We are going to get just an absolutely bonkers infinite fuel source. This is where it's going to go. We're going to have a cylinder tower or basin or silo or something right here that's going to be huge. And it is going to be just a crazy kelp farm that is going to just make so much kelp. We're going to harvest it using all the technologies in this amazing Create mod. And we're going to be launching kelp through the air. It's going to be amazing. Automatically packing the kelp into dried kelp blocks and automatically distributing it to this chest right here. Oh, hi, friends. Hi. You're very excited to hear about the kelp farm, apparently, right? Got it. You little crossbows. You guys are like the weakest thing in the game here. Oh, voluntary exile. I gotta go drink some of Zed's milk now. So yeah, today's project is a big one, so big that it's probably not even gonna fit inside the factory. I think we're gonna launch the kelp from outside the factory into the factory. That's gonna be the best part. The problem is I mean, this is the resources I'm looking at here. We're okay. Iron is kind of easy to come by because of all the doubling washing efforts and stuff. The problem is andesite. I need andesite, and I've got, how much do I have? I got a decent amount here. I got to go caving again, though, because I think I need about 360 of these andesite alloys, and they require, you guessed it, andesite. Okay, it is much later now, and we have the bulk of the resources crafted up that we need, and that is these mechanical harvesters. We've made 90 of these things. They are not cheap, okay? But now I'm realizing this is going to be a massive farm, triple-decker kelpinator. We need 2,100 places to plant the kelp, okay? Now, obviously, I was going to, like, just go dig up 2,100 dirt, but with a horrible enchants and no, I'll pass on that. So I decided instead, let's let the Create mod work for us. And we're going to use the fact that you can plant kelp on stone and it'll still grow. So I made, well, I think I'm making, this is fun. I'm doing it because it's fun, basically. I'm making a cobblestone generator that is tileable and scalable. It should be super fast, that will automatically cook the cobble when it comes off. So I should just basically have a smooth stone generator here at no cost. All it is plugged into my base. So let me show you how this works here. Let's see here. Let me get the water. I think I have water. Yep. Okay. Let's see. Can I get up there? Okay. We are up top now. Now I think I can just get away with doing like one water source here and it'll flow all that way. And now, oh yeah. I'm going to need 2 lava sources because this is only going to go, yeah, this is only going to go 3 wide. Anyways, we'll do one here, right? This should generate some cobble. No, it generated smooth stone. Why is it generating smooth stone? I'm very bad at this. Oh, right. Duh, I'm an idiot. Of course, it always generates smooth stone. All right, so we got this now. Let me put a little cap on this before my face falls in here. Now, here's the deal. You guys saw those drills back there, right? These drills right here are gonna drill that stone. It's gonna go super fast. It's like it's gonna break the stone. The cobble is gonna fall into these chutes, and it's gonna fall directly on this conveyor belt. And you see these fans back there. I need another piece of lava. A piece of lava? Sure. And we're going to put that like right about there. Now that should flow to the sides. Okay, it doesn't have to be source blocks, but those fans, when they blow in front of the lava now, it will cook the items on it. So the idea is the items fall down here and they move down this conveyor belt. And as they're moving down the conveyor belt, the fans will cook it. So let's turn this thing on and see what kind of mess we got here. First I gotta power the base. I can't wait till this project is done. So yeah, that powers the entire base. Now this guy is plugged right into my base. We're plugged in over there and we're plugged in right here. And oh, everything's backwards. Okay, well, hey, at least that's okay. It's generating stone. These conveyor belts are backwards and the fans are backwards. Okay, so this is great. Over here, I've got this guy. This is a super expensive thing. It took me forever to make one of these things, but this is a rotational controller. I want to reverse this. Does it go negative? It goes negative. Okay. This is great. Okay, it's crazy fast now. Now, the fans are blowing the right speed, but the conveyor belts are still going in the wrong direction. Oh, the base ran out of power. And let's see. Okay, so you can see the fans are shooting, the conveyors are not moving fast enough, or the cobble's being generated too fast, whichever way you want to look at it, but the conveyors can't keep up. Too much cobble's being generated, and when it does, and there's already a cobble in there, the fans are just like blowing it all the way straight down, so that's no good. Woo, got it. Okay, this is amazing. This is just working out perfectly. I threw another one of the rotational controller devices there and set it to 20. Those things are just so convenient. They're expensive, but they're so convenient, and they just make everything so much cleaner. So we got this thing spinning super fast, making cobble super fast up top there, and it's all dumping on the conveyor belt. The conveyor belt's moving at just the right speed now, where the previous cobble can get out of the way. And you can see they're turning into smooth stone pretty much just before they fall off the edge here. This is so cool. And the best part about this now, if I want to make even more, this is totally tieable. I could just bust this out like 10 wide or so, but I'm going to see what kind of rates we're getting here. It looks like this is going to be sufficient. Yeah, I'm going to get a thing to automatically put this into chest now and wait until we have 2200 stone. This just makes me so happy. So happy. Put a couple double chests down there and these andesite funnels, basically, which just says any item that gets pushed into it just goes directly into the chest. So you can see it's filling up here pretty quick now. This one and this one. Yeah, there we go. So this is it. Unfortunately, now I am still paying power to make this go, right? Like this here. So I've got to actually pay for coal. But the whole point of the project today is so that I don't have to keep paying my own fuel. We need an infinite fuel source. Oh, by the way, that crazy machine with like the drill spinning at light speed and all those accelerated rotational power things, 17% of one of these furnaces is being used right now, just to show you how much power one of these things does. So once this is going and I've got like 4 or 5 of these, it's going to easily power the entire base. And moving on to the Kelp Launchificator farm. You guys are going to love this thing. This is going to be great. So this is the size we're looking at here. It's going to be about a 15 block radius circle. So pretty big, and it's going to be 3 layers. Okay. Tons of kelp growing in here, and in the heart of this thing in the middle is going to be a windmill. Now we could draw power all the way over from our base with a bunch of shafts and stuff, but the windmill just works perfectly here because I fell in the hole. As I was saying, the windmill works perfectly because we want this thing to slowly rotate, and that is exactly what a windmill does, and you'll just see how it makes sense. So we go with the windmill block there. Now we're going to go with these radial chassis. Now a chassis is a way of connecting things to a movable object, and the radial ones are good because you can attach blocks on it from multiple sides in different directions, which is exactly what we're going to do with our harvester. So 1, 2, 3, good, got it. Okay, so that's the top block right there, and now we want to put some super glue on the side, give it a little sticky there, and I think no, bam, yes. Now I should be able to, yep. Okay. Now here's the trick. Did I put these on the right way, or does it even matter? I'm not sure it matters, to be perfectly honest. I don't know if these things, because, you know, like, there's no real wind direction or anything, so I'm just going to pretend that the wind is going, you know, whatever, the way we got going here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, nope, 3, missed up that one, and 4. Okay. Now, as far as I know, this is a windmill, and I think all I got to do is right click on this thing right here, and there it goes. There. It's so good. And this is perfect. This is basically the speed we want this to go at. We want it to go slow. So this is absolutely perfect. All right, now for the cool part. This is great. So now what we want to do is put like rows of harvesters sticking out of this thing so that when it spins, it cuts down the kelp. Now the idea is that, you know, this is layer 1 here. The kelp will be planted on this. Okay. So then there'll be like kelp growing here. We want to cut the kelp at this height. And then right there is the next layer. Now I want to squirt some of this happiness right there. Give it a little sticky and go 1. No, that doesn't work. Right. I have to have a block out there to support it to put it again. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Remember. Now we bust out our handy dandy wrench here. Okay. And this is where we do the magic here. Okay. You can see that line there on this chassis here. So you see the 8, that means up to 8 blocks away will be attached to this chassis. Okay, so obviously I want to go all the way down and pick up as many as I can. So we're going to go scroll wheel on top of this, and you can see how that thing is like moving along there. So I'm just going to go all the way out to 15, double check the length. Perfect, because there's going to be like glass right up against it. We obviously don't want to peel the glass with us. So now all I need to do is rotate it. Oh, it's going the wrong way. Oh, I have to reverse it, but that's the idea. That's the idea. So I got to flip those around. Let me stop this, bring it back to where it goes. I got to flip those around. I'll put the other ones going the other way. Well, actually, these will go that way. And we'll do, we'll finish out our first layer here. Progress. The first layer is just about done. I'm out of kelp. I had to go get more glass and cook all that up and everything, but you can see how this thing is working. Double sided. This is just one layer now, okay? Down here, you can see I'm planting all the kelp here. And as the thing spins around, these little gear things are all like chop, 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 chop. But the best part now is because we have these harvesters, and because I have a chest attached to the chassis, any kelp that gets harvested by these harvesters automatically just goes into the chest, which is just incredible. I can only imagine how much kelp this thing is going to generate once I get all 3 layers done, but the hard part is done. I had to figure out the size of this circle here so that, like, I had to make sure that the last harvester would clear this last piece, and I kind of, you know, played a little bit safe. Like, I probably could have got that square there. You can see how it just like cuts through the glass. Obviously it doesn't, as I was saying, there's no collision on this thing, but you also cannot access the chest while it's spinning. So this is where the next piece comes in, which is these guys here, the portable storage interface. I'll now play a little movie to show you how this works. Basically, you put one of these on your device, on your chassis, and another one is stationary on your build. And when the two of them kind of meet up, the system will stop and they'll point to each other. Watch this, and boop, and they kind of connect, and the items just unload into the stationary device. Now you can do it either way. You can either put things onto the machine or you can take things off the machine. Obviously, in this case, I'm taking things off the machine. Big old progress. We're basically done, right? All 3 levels of the Kelp Farm are done. All the windmills are in. You can see it swooping by. This is gonna be so good. I am so excited for this thing. Okay, so we got now we get to the fun stuff, the actual fun stuff, the really fun stuff, because now it's time to send kelp flying through the skies. Because we can. All right, so I'm using the windmill power, pulling some of the, increased the rotational speed, pulled it down here a little bit, and powered some of these guys here. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to basically unload the kelp farm, right? So the kelp, the way it works is there's a actually I just go right up here, all the way up to the tippity top, somewhere top right there. I stuck some chests on it. The chests are both those chests are totally full right now. I should probably put more storage on there, but we won't need it because once this thing is on, it just makes kelp so fast. But basically, any kelp that's harvested just goes in those chests, but we need a way to get it out of those chests. And that is where the portable storage interface comes in. I think I can just go doink, and we're gonna have to rotate that around now so that the business end is pointing in there. This is going to be the receiving end. Items are going to go in there, in the chute, on the conveyor belt, and launch over there. So what we need to do is put a pairing for this guy on the actual, like on the device now. So let's see. I need an open hand and turn that guy off. That turns that off. We're going to put this thing on here now. And I don't think it really, I don't know if these things have a collision or not. And I don't know if this is, this is going to obviously dump water everywhere. Oh, it's not. Interesting. Okay, I think I got it now. After some struggle busing, I needed some, there's stuff I had to do, yeah. Turn this guy on, let all the kelpination start. We had to raise the portable storage interface up to the next tier because I needed to add this buffer chest so that it could like unload the items fast enough before disconnecting. So, okay, now this should have like a lot of items in that chute. Does it say? What do we got in here? Is it all? Oh, look at it just dumping it on the thing here. All right, I need. Oh, I think I need a brass chute there. Try that. Turn it around. And nothing. What if I do chute to funnel and do that? Now it should back up. There we go. There's the backup I was looking for. Okay, that seems to be working-ish. Now it's probably not the most elegant way ever, but I think it'll do. Because now we got to get to the part I've been waiting all episode for. Now it is time for the weighted ejector. Yes, you heard me correctly. I said ejector. Because what we're going to do now is eject this kelp from there all the way over to here. So what I want to do is shift right click, I think, on, let's see, hold on. Do these line up? This guy, I want to shift right click that, target selected. Okay, target selected. Oh my gosh, here we go. Now I come over here and so I already figured out the maximum range here. When it's red, it's no good. When it's green, it's good. Launch. But now watch what happens. Watch. Oh, it's so slow. Okay, that's why we got this thing here. I want to speed this up a little bit here. We're going to crank this speed up a little bit here. And wait for it. Doing. Yes. Again, more heating of the kelp. All right, hold on. Let's check from over here. This has got to be the best view over here. Dun, 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 dun. And you can see it's throwing it perfectly right on. Here it comes. Woo! Boink. Oh, where did it go? Oh, it actually went over. Interesting. I thought it was supposed to be like perfectly. This is so great. And the final contraption of the day is in. I haven't tested it yet, though. But what this basically is it will catch the flying kelp, cook it, and then smash it into a brick of cooked kelp and then send it along into our furnace energy system. So here's how it works. This took me a lot longer to set up than I thought it would. For whatever reason, this is like an hour of work here. Basically, the kelp flies along, goes into the chute, boop, onto this top conveyor belt. You can see a little cobble there, but it'll go along here now, okay? And this is going to be going this way. Now, what I want to do is put a filter on that brass funnel. So that says, basically, the only thing that thing allows in now is cooked kelp, okay? So this kelp's going to go along, and it's just going to stop right here, and the belt is going to stop. So what we're going to do now is we got to cook it, and we're going to do that by applying quad campfire furnace blast in the face power, okay? So again, a fan blowing against any, if this was like fire on netherrack or anything, but a campfire works as well. A fan blowing on fire will cook items that are downwind of it. You know, very similar to what we did on that device over there with the cooking the cobble. We're doing the same thing here, okay? And now you can, I'm taking advantage of using like almost all the directions possible here because the more fans you have blowing on something, the faster it will actually cook. And you can put, you know, you can blast on the conveyor or the block above it to cook the thing on the conveyor. So that's why we're double stacking here. I've tested this and it actually does increase the speed 4x over just one campfire. So that's why we hooked up all 4 fans and everything here. So now the stack of kelp will sit here. As soon as it's done, it gets sucked into this basin here, okay, with the little chute output there that will dump on there. This is that, again, the smart Smashificator thing. I have no idea what it's called. What is it? A mechanical press. That thing will come down, and that's what blocks the kelp into blocks. And then it'll poop out a little block right here, fly along this down here, cut a little corner over here, and then you just get whoop up into there. And now this should start filling with cooked kelp blocks. Now, one more thing I want to do here, back with the launchificator, the weighted ejector. I want to look at the kelp backing up here. This is gonna make stupid. Ah, God, help me! Okay, yeah, that was believe it or not, that was not intentional, and that just scared me after death. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, one of the features of this weighted ejector is you can configure how many items it will yeet into the distance, basically. So what I want to do is I want to launch 9 at a time, right? So if I launch 9, they'll stay in a stack of 9, go through the chute, go onto the conveyor, cook as a stack of 9, get smashed as a stack of 9, and of course that's the size you need to make a block of kelp. Oh yeah, by the way, those weighted ejectors, yeah, they work for entities too. I know, that's turning on some light bulbs in your head. We have lots of fun to have with these things, trust me. Okay, time to manually kickstart our furnace, hopefully for the last time. Put a couple of coal in there, and now let's see what will happen here. I gotta hop up this. Yeah, I think I can hop up this thing. Oh no, the thing's spinning, so I can't. Okay. That's going in there. Is it cooking? Oh, it's smashing things. Oh, the kelp blocks are coming out. Yeah. Oh, wait. You're not a very good kelp sucker. Why does that not suck up the kelp? Oh, well, run against the conveyor. I want to watch this happen. Can I get... Oh, I can't jump on the conveyor belt. Okay, I think we've got this thing perfectly configured now. It just dropped off another load. It's dropping like 4.5 stacks every loop around, okay? I changed the speed of the Ejector there to launch them a little bit faster and calibrated that with the rate at which stacks of 9 are being cooked, which is very fast. It's cooking like a stack of 9 in about 3 seconds maybe or so. And then I also sped up the mechanical press here, so it's making blocks faster. So basically, we got like a block coming down the line here about every 4 seconds for absolutely free. Oh, and the first hopper is almost completely filled up. The furnace, obviously 64. We're just about filled up here, and then it'll go in and it'll start. It's gonna turn on the power for the second furnace and start filling that hopper. And again, the best part about this now is if I ever run out, if these 2 guys are not enough, I can easily just tile more of those furnace things there and just push this system back a little bit more. I could fit 8, 9, 15 of these things probably down the line before I run out of space. I love it. I almost forgot. There was a reason why I left these blocks here empty. I don't know if you guys noticed that when I was building these, because I was trying to think of what block I want to use to decorate the outside. I knew I wanted to leave glass and everything there. And then I decided, you know what? Why not kelp blocks to decorate the outside? I think it's going to look great. So let me spin these guys all the way around. And there we go. There we go. It looks a whole lot better. I added a little one on the top there as well, too. I think it looks pretty decent. I mean, what can I say, guys? I am absolutely in love with this mod. Like, this has been the most satisfying project I think I've done in a long time. Just between the kelp farm and launching the kelp over here and all this cooking stuff, it's like redstone to a whole new level. It is just so satisfying, and I cannot wait to get to the next episode and the next project. And with that said, guys, that is going to do it for today. Again, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your interest in this series because I am not stopping anytime soon. I absolutely love it. I'll see you guys next time.